Hey.
Hey guys.
Oh, welcome to another Sunday Eats and Treats.
And it is a cloudy Sunday, but it still feels pretty nice. So
yeah,
I'm excited about it's the way the Instagram light does. So, but yeah, I'm just excited for spring to be here, and it is a typical Idaho spring. Just wait for a little bit and the weather changes.
So like yesterday, the weather was beautiful. I mean,
gorgeous.
We were working out in our yard, we were working in the garage, cleaning stuff out. We're working, I mean, just like all out, all around, and it is now gloomy.
It is just Idaho. But if you would have watched us, and unfortunately Judy didn't get to see the little mishap yesterday, it would have brightened up everybody's day.
It was kind of sad. No, tell them about it. Tell them about it.
So Judy and I are out cleaning, loading stuff up in the trailer. Yeah, Ashton was helping and Kaylani, and yeah, so we were loading up stuff to take off to the dump, and I have this 30-gallon drum of oil that I was going to have.
30 gallons? I'm like 5 gallons.
Yeah, it was like 30 gallons.
Okay.
It's at least 25. And so it's been out there a little bit, and so when I went to pick it up, the handle was a little sun rotten and broke. And
sun rotten. That means the sun was beating down on it for a while.
For a while. And so the handle broke and the oil went underneath my feet and I slipped underneath.
It's like my biggest fear, guys. Like me slipping on ice. I never think about slipping on oil because why? But,
I mean, I can testify that oil is extremely slippery.
And it broke and it
broke, went all the way down our driveway. And
yeah, because it was at the top of our driveway where we keep our boat. And then just like that, all of a sudden I hear this. I don't even know what I heard. I heard the sound of like, ah, and I'm like, what? And I'm in the garage, I guess.
Yeah, and you come running around.
I came running out. I'm like, what happened? And you just see this
river of oil.
Yeah, it was gushing down the driveway, down to the road. And we're like, oh my gosh. It was kind of comical at the same time. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, no.
One, he had fallen in it. Actually, when I saw you, you already stood up. So I don't even know how he stood up.
Like this?
Like, why did you even try to stand up in something like that?
Because I wanted to get up.
So he already
I was laying in oil when you want to get up. I mean, I had oil from my hip all the way to my back.
And here I am far enough away going, I don't want to get in that. And then I'm looking at it going, but I got to help him. But how do I help him? And I couldn't help him stand up. So he was already standing up, fortunately.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was all the way down.
Ruined some shoes, ruined some clothes.
Well, the clothes were ruined anyways because he wore yucky clothes to work with, so good thing. But yeah, their driveway was covered in oil. And what oil is this? This is oil from...
It's oil from, we had a rental and the guys left it behind and I've never...
What?
Yes, that's the oil. It's like, it's been back there for years.
I was thinking it was oil like from, what in the world? How come we didn't get rid of it when we got rid of the rental?
Because we kept waiting for that oil day and I just finally...
What oil day are you talking about?
They have a special day
this is funny how I don't know these things.
You can go drop off your oil and they recycle it properly. And so I kept waiting and I kept missing the day to take it. And finally I just said, I'm going to go take it to the dump and let them deal with it.
And we recycled it our way.
Yeah, all over our driveway.
All over our driveway. Into the grass.
So if you know how to get oil out of concrete, let us know. Oil
into our grass or our weeds? Our weeds.
It mainly stayed on the driveway, so we're good.
You mean we have to figure out how to get it? Okay, so this is what we did. We poured kitty
litter all over.
Kitty litter. I went and bought like 5 more bags.
6 bags.
Let's see,
I bought
150 pounds of kitty litter on our driveway, and so it's not going to soak it all up and be done, huh? We have to scrub it out.
Yeah, now I got to scrub out. It got the majority of it. Now I just have to scrub it out. So
it's just kind of small little foibles of life, right? I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing.
It's not a big deal, but it's just kind of funny how it all went about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what are we doing today?
If you've been looking at our Instagram and Facebook, you know we do Sunday Eats and Treats at 4, but we didn't get to do it last week because I was out of town. And we don't like doing it without each other. It's just kind of boring.
No, it's better together. So
we didn't get a treat last week or eat some treats, but you get a treat today. We are doing corn dogs.
which is a follow-up to our hot dogs.
So did you see our hot dog one? If you didn't see that, you won't know how to make it. So you got to go back and check it out. But here's our hot dog one. So we're making, this is our corn dog one. So we made our hot dogs like we did for chicken hot dogs. And so we did chicken hot dogs again. We made those. And now we've got the batter for the corn dog portion. And this is a healthy batter. Okay. So,
and who gave you the batter? Because I want to give them a shout out.
Definitely. It's againstallgrains.com. They have this awesome batter recipe that's actually, I think this is paleo friendly. Yep, it's paleo friendly. I don't know if it's vegan friendly. You'd have to look at the recipe. It does have an egg. You probably could substitute something, but I'm not sure how it would turn out.
Probably do chia seeds and
but the batter itself. So
yeah.
I had to actually make the batter earlier because I had to chill it for an hour. So this is the batter all done, chilled for an hour. But all it had, and I'll post the recipe, it had almond flour, tapioca flour. So it's blanched almond flour is what she recommends. I use just regular almond flour. I didn't make it, but I did get it from Winco in their bulk section, so it's not blanched. This is sea salt, pink salt. And hey, who's with us? I can't see. Tracy, hey, how are you? We've got an egg, olive oil, vinegar, and honey, and also this is
baking powder.
So those are the ingredients that went into the batter. If you want to know the hot dog ingredients, basically it's just spices with ground chicken.
And I will give you the link in the description to both of those.
Yeah, so these are that. So all we have to do now, and then you have to mix it all together for the batter. Then you take one of your chicken things, your hot dogs. I guess you could just do regular hot dogs. There you go.
Okay.
And we are going to put the stick in. This is actually, what is this stick? Where did I get this?
I have no idea, but these
are
really
short,
long toothpicks.
But you can use, other things like tongue depressors, but you might want them really thin.
A tongue depressor?
Well, the thick ones.
Okay.
So this is like a little toothpick, a long toothpick. And then you poke it, and then we're going to batter it, and then we're going to fry it. We got this thing called a Fry Daddy, and it's got to heat up to 340 degrees. That's what the recipe says. Well, guess what? I don't know how hot this is. So we're going to hope that it stays on and we batter it. Yeah, oh cool, you're putting it all on there like that. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put it on there.
Put what on there?
Sorry, I think you need to put more on. Like dip it. There's no way to kind of...
No, that's why I was getting that thing out, because it wasn't working.
Oh, because we can't spin this.
No, you can't.
We can't spin it because...
It works better.
Okay, so what you're supposed to do is when you put the batter, put the hot dog in, you're supposed to kind of hold it and cook it a little bit on each side and then let it drop into the the oil. So we have olive oil, right?
Yes.
So is it hot enough?
Yeah, it's starting to cook, yes.
Okay. Boop.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you do
there
this
you go.
next one.
Okay.
Go for it. And I'm going to keep... Whoa! I lost my spoon. Got it?
Yep, they're in good.
Did the batter stay on it?
So far, yeah. In fact, it's starting to float.
That's what they do in the carnivals when you see the corn dogs being done. They drop them in and then they start floating. So that means it's working, I think. Here, you want to use your spoon?
Here. Nope, here. You do that one. I need to roll those because they're getting brown only on one side. So because
this is fun.
Oh man.
Yeah,
this is definitely something I think you would want to do with your kids. Unless you want just a really odd date night. If you like corn dogs. So I got it. Yeah, it's like it gets this
look
little...
how expand. Look, wait, you show them how fat it got.
I know, it's like huge, but it won't cook the other side. So I'm trying to figure out how to roll it.
I wonder if we could stand
it's
them
like,
up.
Man, I don't know what to do. It won't roll. It's staying belly up.
It's like, I feel like it's like. Oh, that's too hot, man.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to. It keeps rolling belly up. It wants to leave. It's like a. It looks like a puffer fish. So on the one side, so it might be easier to control if you cooked it in something that had sides that I could get down into. Here, I'll just hold it.
So we're just gonna hold it for a few. I actually don't even know how long you're supposed to. I guess just
There you
until
go.
it's
That
brown.
one's good. Well, it's starting to cook too much. So we have this.
We're gonna put on the rack.
The rack with the paper towel, let it
Ready to go.
drain.
Is the other one ready?
Yeah, it's ready because it's getting dark. But I wanna make it look not so such
cool?
like a fat
let's
yellow bellied sucker.
What is that thing when it bellies up like that?
I don't know, but it's okay.
Let's just try these two.
Okay. Well, you gotta let them cool. They're going straight belly up once they get cooked. So
That's kind of fun. They smell good. Mmm.
So if you have a kid that needs a gluten-free option and you want to have the adventure of cooking it with them.
Ooh. You don't think we want to put more? No?
No, because it's not. It's just. Just see that one. See, it drops to the bottom, and then it gets air, and then it kind of
I
pops
want to show
up.
them this, but
Yeah,
we can't move all this
oil
oil,
all
so
over,
we're not going to. But basically, you get it. It comes and then it.
See, now it's
Oh,
floating.
cool.
So it goes for the deep dive, and then the air builds up in the batter, and it's.
It's kind of fun. This is actually fun. I've always wanted to make homemade corn dogs because I thought, I like corn dogs before I knew what they were made of. Before I really understood. This is how I'm doing it, guys. I'm just like dripping it all around it.
And I think, summer's coming up, and I think for you moms and dads that are home or have a Saturday and you want to do a little fun hey, let's make our corn dog activity, I think this would be a lot of fun. So, and this one actually, because it was small enough, rolled all the way around. I'm letting it drain.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to drop this one in.
Okay.
It does better if I just drop them in.
I just lost it. I didn't even see this roll off. Did you? I'm sure you guys did.
Okay.
That's awesome. Should we get let's just put this aside, finish that one, and let's try one. I'm going to go get a fork.
They remind me of puffer fish. So,
well, why puffer fish?
Just because when they puff up the bottom of their bellies, it's kind of that. It looks like that to me. So.
Okay.
Let's see if I can roll this one again.
Do you have to roll it?
Yes, because otherwise the one side doesn't get cooked.
This has been really interesting. So here's the good thing about what we're doing right now is that every time we do the test kitchen, we have. Whoa!
I almost had it and then it rolled back over. It doesn't.
So every time we do our test kitchen and do recipes and stuff, we actually have no expectations on what it's going to turn out like.
And if you do, there's something wrong.
Right? What's
that? If they're expecting it to come out great for us, or if they were expecting comedy, they probably get it every time.
Well, this is the best part, right? Because you read the recipe, you see the picture, and you're like, well, that's supposed to turn out like that. Well, I don't know about you, but sometimes, most of the time, my items or my recipes don't turn out the way they look or the way they look in the picture, and so it kind of that's a little disappointing. That was for the plate on there. That was for our plate.
Oh, sorry.
Can you turn that off, or do you want
I have to unplug it? I just. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We don't have to. But so we don't always know what it's going to turn out, right? And so that's the awesome part about this whole live test kitchen is that we're gonna be the guinea pigs for you. Excuse me, hon. I'm gonna grab. We need forks and knives right there.
Okay.
So we don't know what it's gonna turn out like, and so you get to see how we struggle through this with everyday things. Oh, what's everybody saying? Hi guys. What is all that saying?
I can't read that.
Can you go up that far?
Okay, sure.
Can you go up that close?
I'll browse up there. All right. Hi from New York, Tracy Phillips. Hello.
Hey.
And we got. Okay, now I'm hungry. Yeah. I've seen this episode on, and I saw this episode on I Love Lucy. Ha, really? I didn't know that. So
what?
So we're
about corn dogs?
I guess.
Or just silly stuff.
I guess her and
Ricky
Ricardo were trying to make corn dogs. So.
Did they make corn dogs back then?
We're the 2019 version of Ricky and Lucy.
I want to put this in like the ketchup or something.
You need mustard. I mean, if you're
going to
do this right,
Go
you
grab
gotta
mustard.
do it right. So.
We're going to have mustard with this. Okay. I'm so excited. This is fun. I want to just take it off of the thing. Ooh!
It probably exploded. It's probably got some air in it. That's...
Definitely has air. I just like poked it and it had a full thing of air. It's like, yeah, it was full. I guess that must be the baking powder. Okay, what? He gets mustard, but I don't.
No, I was waiting. Oh, you're gonna dip it. No, I just poured it right on.
Obviously, we need more mustard.
Okay.
All right, let's try this. It's probably hot.
Probably is. All right, so the taste test.
Here we go.
I'm really concerned it's gonna be hot. Wow. That's not bad.
What, is that cooked?
Yeah, it's cooked.
I don't think there's much batter on it.
No, I don't. That's the problem. It's not very...
You guys see that? I don't feel like there's a lot of
The
batter.
batter's not very thick. I mean, it's definitely not very thin. I don't know if there's a way that... I think, because it was having a hard time staying on there. It was just kind of dripping off.
Oh, you mean the batter dripped off in the pan?
No. Off the hot dog when we were putting it on. So, but yeah.
So this is all the batter?
Yeah, it's very thin.
Oh.
So,
I want more batter.
Yeah, I don't know how you would...
We didn't unplug that, did we?
What?
Did we unplug the fried
Yeah,
item?
I did.
Let's plug it back in.
Okay, Judy wants to make it...
Let's see if we can make it thicker.
It's probably still hot enough. So...
No, those aren't bad. That's actually good.
No, I think, and like I keep saying...
But I want more batter.
I think the kids would love making their own hot dogs and then making their own batter.
But you can do this with, there's all beef hot dogs and stuff too, guys. So make it with whatever kind of dog or whatever you want with it. This is kind of cool though. This is fun.
Yeah,
but
this is pretty fun.
Here's the thing. I know that the trick is to, you guys got to make sure your hot dog, I didn't tell you this, but it has to be dry. Like it can't be wet or cold. You know, I brought to room temperature. The chicken dogs that I made, brought them to room temperature and made sure they were dry. So that's kind of important. That's really important.
I don't see that getting any thicker than we did before. I don't know. The only way I think you can make it thicker is if you really chilled the batter.
It was chilled.
I mean, even more, so that because right now it's probably too warm.
I just barely pulled it out.
I know, to mold around. That's just
Okay,
ideas.
Just drop it in?
Yeah, just drop it in. That'll be better.
That's kind of cool.
Yep, so.
All right, so here's the thing. With this stuff, with this one, you don't have to feel like, except for the deep fry, which we did in olive oil, and so it's not horrible. It's not a ton of saturated fat. You don't have to feel guilty, if you ever feel guilty about food. You don't have to feel guilty about eating a corn dog. So there.
They're pretty good. And, you know, I had no expectation on whether or not that was going to turn out. In fact, when we first made the hot dogs, healthy hot dogs a couple weeks ago, I was very skeptical. In fact, I had no expectations that it was going to be very good at all. But that recipe from Fix 8 is phenomenal. So
yeah, this is really good. And actually, we used ground, with this recipe of the hot dogs I just made now, we used ground chicken already ground. And it was a lot easier.
yeah, it was. It did save a little bit. But it tastes the same. It doesn't taste any different. So it's really, really good. So some fun options for you and your kiddos. So,
well, guys, thanks for joining us. Oh,
look at that.
we'll cut this one open when it cools off and let you know if it's thicker. But I think we are good.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. So make sure, if you did not check out our podcast episode of Choose Don't Excuse this past week, Judy has an adventure in Vegas, and it is hilarious. And we try to glean some lessons out of that experience, and hopefully not only will you get a good laugh, but also give you something to think about. And this week's episode, we're actually going to talk in depth about expectations. So make sure to join us.
What was our podcast links?
They're at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, on shoutengine.com, and radiopublic.com. So make sure to check those out. So,
all right, this was a good one.
Yeah,
thanks guys
fun.
for joining us. Peace
So,
out.
You guys have a great Sunday.
Have a wonderful Sunday. Take care. I'm going to eat some more corn dogs.
I'm sure you will.
I like that I can have corn dogs because I'm gluten free.